Are you a lifelong fan of General Hospital?
Are you a new fan who wants to know more about the history of the show?
Do you enjoy talking about the show with others?
Do you find yourself yelling at the TV?
Is your self-care an hour a day in Port Charles?
If so, we invite you to join hosts
Amanda Kimmel
and Shannon Coach at the place where all the hidden conversations take place and secrets are revealed.
Meet us at Pier 54.
The podcast. Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the July 8th through 12th weekly recap.
I cannot believe it's the 12th.
I know.
Like, how are we halfway through summer already?
I don't know. It's absolutely crazy. I feel like the kids just got out of school,
Yeah,
which I guess they did a month ago.
They did, and then they're going back 2 weeks early this year, so
yeah,
like a week early. So
it's a week, yeah.
But anyway, to be going back to the 21st. Now,
yeah,
I just not that you guys needed to know all of that, but yeah, my brain's like, what? When they have a month of summer left, I don't know what to do.
I know it's gonna be over before you know it. I mean, So my son just got home from camp this morning. Hi, we're doing reality check at the beginning.
I guess so. I didn't mean to take
No, it's okay. Reality check. So, I mean, he just got home from camp, and I feel like we just dropped him off. Like, this week has just gone super quick. So, I don't know. But this has been a messed up week.
And there was so much that happened. It was so good.
It was,
All right, I'm going to let you lead.
I don't even
Last week I led, so where are you starting, Miss Shannon?
I don't even know where to... First of all, I knew that Liesl was going to be at the wedding. Totally called that.
Yes. She looks really good. Like,
she does.
I don't know if she, not that I'm calling her at all overweight, but if she like lost some weight or if she like did something with her hair, but she looks younger and she looks really good.
Yeah. I liked her drunk.
Yeah.
She was funny.
I could hang out with her.
I was going to be mad if they killed her.
Oh, yeah.
Who do you think pushed her?
Valentine. I know that's the obvious answer.
I think it was Brad.
Really?
Uh-huh. I totally think it was Brad.
I didn't pay attention to where he was at the time.
He heard them talking. I think it was Brad.
Wow. He's really getting in deep over this.
Well, and then Soap Central did do you think Lucas and Brad's marriage can survive this? And I was like, no.
No.
It's not the first lie. It's a betrayal.
Yeah.
It's a hardcore betrayal.
It's a betrayal on both sides of not both sides of the marriage, but both sides of the coin. First of all, not only did you keep the secret from me, but you kept the secret that could affect our lives at any point in time and didn't trust me with the information. Not saying that Lucas would have gone along with keeping Michael's baby, but
he wouldn't have because it's his sister's grandchild.
Right.
Yeah.
But
his nephew.
It should have been a conversation, not just, I decided that I'm going to do this. Like,
right.
So that was just all over the place. No, it's not going to survive it.
Also, it's not like Nell just got pregnant by some guy from like a one-night stand or something. It's his family that has suffered because of this, you know, and he benefited from it. And I feel like Lucas would not want that.
Right.
You know, do I think that he would have adopted? Say Michael was like, I can't be a single dad.
Exactly. Yes,
absolutely.
Definitely.
Lucas would do that. And would Michael probably still be the godfather? Yeah.
Yeah, right. And the fact that he didn't trust him with the fact that the original baby passed away, like just all of that. And in your marriage, you need to be more connected and count on each other more than that. Yeah. If you can't trust them with that kind of stuff, then it's not going to work. Yeah. So yeah, it's over. Like, how is that even a question, Soap Central? What the heck?
Yeah. Well, some people were saying yes. And I'm like, are you new?
Yeah, no.
Like, go back.
It was shocking that Lucas even married him to begin with because of all the shady stuff he had done beforehand.
Right.
The fact that he gave him that chance and now you're still doing shady stuff when it comes to our kid, heck no, we're done.
Well, you like how Liesl was like trying to put little things in Felix's ear.
Yeah.
Hey, just so you know.
Just so you know.
Lucas might be available soon.
That was funny.
I really did like her.
Yes.
Liesl's always just been, I've never hated her. You know, even though she's done some like really, really, really messed up things.
Right.
I did not like Ava. For a long time, I just didn't care for Ava. Now I love Ava. But, you know, it's just.
No, some people you learn to love. Like, just their personality grows on you.
Yeah.
Brad's not one of them. Liesl is, whenever she's drunk especially, she's funny.
Yeah. Do we want to stay on the wedding?
Sure.
Okay. I didn't remember Nina and Liesl getting along that well.
No.
The way that Nina's been reacting.
Like, my aunt's back. Yeah. Yay, blah, blah, blah. No.
Speaking of aunt, Michelle Stafford pronounced it correctly, and this new Nina doesn't. She says aunt. And the old Nina said aunt, because it's A-U-N-T, not the little bug.
Yeah, I say aunt.
You do, because you're from Pittsburgh.
But you're right.
I know. And then I actually had that old Nina pronounced aunt correctly. But I didn't think she adored her that much.
Yeah.
Because seriously, I mean, I think that they tolerated each other, but they didn't have a connection the way that they're implying now.
Like, we've talked about family so many times. You have that family connection that trumps everything else, but that doesn't mean that you have to actually like each other. Right. And that was what always showed through in their relationship. Right. Was that she was like, I love her because she's my aunt, but no, I don't like all the things that she does and all that kind of stuff. And and this week it was like,
because even after Nathan died, it's not like that brought them together. You know, it was maybe a little less hostile,
right? And they bonded over James being born,
right? But they're still not where they are now. Although I do like the new Nina.
I don't dislike her, but I don't like her yet.
Right. I think that she's going to do what has been done by every Carly and make her own. Yeah. You know, and it's going to take some time. Right. But she's not. I do kind of miss I know you didn't care for the extravagant, over the top stuff, but I liked that. She was eccentric, but now she's not. Now she's mild mannered and
drama queen is what she was.
Yeah. Yeah, she was. I don't see that happening with this new.
No, Nina. And I think that that's the part that still kind of turns me off of her a little bit is in the more dramatic scenes. It's like she doesn't know where to go. Like you can almost feel her hesitating. Like she'll say something a little like higher pitched, but then her mannerisms are still like down here. And I'm like, pick what side, girlfriend. Own it. It doesn't matter. It's now your character. But either try to recreate what the other one did, which I don't think is a good idea. But if that's what you want to do, go ahead. Or make it your own. But you can't. I don't know. To me, it feels like she's judging in the moment for all of this.
Okay. I can see that. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Cameron. That was so nice.
And William Lipton wrote that song for Franco and Liz. Aww. For the storyline.
I did not know that.
That kid is super talented.
Yeah.
I mean,
he's going to be the next, I was going to say Lucky, because I just referred to him as a character name.
Jonathan Jackson?
Yes. I know his name, but in my head, he's Lucky no matter what.
But I had to look that up, because he wrote the song for the Nurses' Ball.
Yes.
I was like, all right, did this kid write this song too, or did they get a songwriter? No, he wrote it for that storyline.
That's awesome.
So, I mean, not only that, it's, we should find out if Jonathan Jackson wrote Elizabeth.
Oh, I don't know. Did you see he's coming out with a new album?
We go see him.
Sure. Let's go.
All right. We will look up and see if Jonathan Jackson, maybe I should tweet at him. Be like, hey,
yes. Hey. Yes.
Did you write Elizabeth?
Yes. Definitely tweet at him.
And if you have no idea what the heck we're talking about.
Oh my God. Go back and find
Elizabeth's first boyfriend and first husband.
Yes.
Lucky Spencer sang her this beautiful song when they were just little kids. Yes. I mean, they were young. They were so young.
They were super young. I don't like to think about how young they were.
Because that means that we're young.
But, oh, that was so good.
It was good. Trying to stick around the wedding.
I thought that Cameron having his brothers involved was super cute too. I was a little about him saying
dad.
Dad. Yes,
right.
Thank you. I'm like, no. I'm glad it's not just me because I was like,
because we don't do step, but that would have been a good segue into my new stepdad.
Yes.
At least acknowledging the role, and then maybe eventually down the line, let's say dad.
Right, but
to
first of all, they've been married since February, so it's not like I know that was their reception, but it wasn't really their reception. So now suddenly he's dad. No, he's not. And the other boys know Jake knows Jason, so that's not his dad.
Right.
Franco's not his dad, and I know that Aiden doesn't get to see Lucky that much, but
he has his.
Yeah. Like, I don't know.
I mean, it's a shame that Cameron has never had his dad.
Yes, but at this age, Franco's not going to be his dad. He'll be his dad. He could be his dad in the sense of the word.
And he can do like what my kids do and refer to my husband as their dad. And it's funny because they hardly call him dad at home.
Right.
Like they call him by his first name. Well, his initials. And but when they refer to him, but then they have their dad and then they have bonus dad.
Yeah.
It's
no, my kids do that whenever they're talking about their stepmom. Like if they're talking to me, they say her name. But if they're talking to like outside people, they're like, oh, I was at my dad's. Like, it's funny because she has a kid by one dad and then another dad. And then my girls obviously are to her new husband. So all of the kids, hers and mine, just refer to it as the parents' room. They don't call it mom and dad. It's like, we're not allowed in the parents' room. But if they're talking to like a friend, they're like, oh yeah, my mom and dad, referring to her as their mom, which is fine.
Right.
But yeah, just, I don't know. You don't become, it's or 17, 16, 17, whatever Cam's supposed to be.
Yeah.
It's very hard to call someone dad.
Yeah.
Whether you've had one or not. So that just didn't feel very authentic.
Or even just say, like, I'm really happy to have you as my stepdad.
Yeah.
You know, that would have had just the same effect and been true to
but it's going to be weird when next week he's talking to him and he calls him Franco again. Because he's not going to call him Dad from here on out.
No.
So I just didn't like that.
Yeah.
But
that was.
Anyway. But the song was cute, and the fact he got the younger boys involved was adorable, and I liked that.
And I like that Franco addressed the boys.
Yes.
When JD did that in our wedding. We had a little something, and he got down and talked to them and gave them each a gift. And it was just simple. And he said, you guys know that I love you very much, right? And they're like, yeah. And he's like, I love your mom, right? He's like, and I'm always going to be there for you, and I'm always going to help take care of you. And
I love
then he got, but then he just got high fives. Like, and that was, I'll have to show it to you because it really was. I mean, he's like, I had no idea what I was going to say. He didn't write it. He's just like, I just went for it. So, but it was sweet, and we've been very adamant that he's not replacing, and I've never had to be adamant about it because it's never been an issue.
Yes.
So, but especially like at that time, that he did not do that to the kids. Like, I'm so excited to be your dad. No, it was just, I love you. I'm going to take care of you. And I love your mom.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. See, and I had the opposite because when my ex and I got married, my son was 5 and his dad hadn't been involved. So like we were dating a very short time and knew that we were going to end up getting married. And so he was his dad. And that was just like,
but then we had, but that's a totally different situation.
But then we had the other side where like my ex, and he's still an awesome dad to my son. Like that didn't change with the marriage ending or whatever, and his family and stuff. But then you'll still have other outside people that are like, oh yeah, but that's not your real dad. And I'm like, look here, do not say that. Like, we do not split them apart.
Don't say that to people.
Kids. We have 4 kids, the boy, my son, and the girls. They're all our kids. Yeah. I know technically that's not how biology worked, but that's how our family works, even after the divorce.
If he adopted him, or if you guys adopted all 4 kids, they're your kids.
Yeah, exactly.
So it doesn't matter.
Yeah. And it's always adults that say it. And it's like, why do you have to label that? Like,
my
as an adult, you know better.
People always ask if we're going to have one of our own. And we're,
Okay. I've asked you to have a baby, but I've never worded it like that.
But exactly.
No.
And I'm like, or they're like, oh, have you guys thought about having your own? And I was like, they're his kids.
Right. They're ours. What the heck?
Yeah.
All right. We could stay on this topic way too long. But my point was...
things to don't say to blended families.
Right.
Don't say, no, that's not your real dad. Don't correct a child who acknowledges anybody.
Exactly.
As a parental figure in their life.
Right.
Don't ask someone, first of all, just don't ask people if they're having kids, if they're going to have their own, whatever. Yeah. Because here's the thing, we could have tried and it could have not worked.
That is something I need to get better at because I just love babies. So I do that to everybody all the time.
Yeah.
Aren't you going to have more? Don't you want another one? And it just never occurs to me. Even though I had my own struggles getting pregnant, I just assume that it works perfect for everyone else. And so afterwards, I've caught myself like, oh, I hope everyone knows I wasn't trying to be insensitive and a jerk. So I need to watch with that too.
So that's our little tip for today.
We had reality check and we have a little
So while we're on
PSA
the baby thing, Kim!
Oh my gosh. That was ridiculous beyond ridiculous.
And do you know what, though? Seriously, Drew and Julian need an award. They need to be leading this whole thing on the mental health thing because...
But they need to have her committed,
Well, but that's what they said. They both said, you need help. And I think that it is going to happen.
I hope so.
Really, really
that
do.
was the part that I was disappointed. Because she came to him the next day and was like, I'm so sorry, blah, blah, blah. Okay, I understand he doesn't want to press charges. That's the mother of his child. And she's obviously going through something. And so... the law being involved is not the right answer when it's a mental health crisis. But no. He should have been like, yeah, after Oscar's will reading, we're going and checking into Shady Brook because you're nuts.
I do think that is going to happen. And she has to self-commit, though, because I think that I hope that she will.
I hope they give her that ultimatum because if she self-commits, it won't affect
I was hoping that Drew would say, I will not press charges if you.
Yeah.
But he didn't. But
yeah, they need to get on that page and make her go because that was crazy beyond crazy.
Yeah.
And it wasn't like she had been drugged or not that there's enough alcohol in the world to make you that drunk to be that crazy. But even if maybe she
came prepared.
Or whatever. Yeah.
But she came prepared.
Yeah. It wasn't like they were both drunk and fell into bed and she took advantage of the situation, which would not be right either. But sometimes that happens.
But she came prepared.
But yeah, let me inject you with this crap. What the heck?
I don't know. Seriously, I mean, Julian is amazing.
He is amazing.
He did not even lose his temper. He really loves her.
He does.
You know,
he does.
And
yeah, because walking in and seeing your person in bed with somebody else, I don't care what the circumstances are, you have to flip out, no matter what.
Especially where you know that she already propositioned him to have another baby. Yes. And then Drew's like, I can't have another baby right now. And I'm like, don't give her promises. No. When you say right now, that has the door slightly ajar.
Mm-hmm. Especially with where her mental health is right now.
Mm-hmm. Just say, I don't want more babies.
I don't want more. Or I'm not having one with someone that's not my wife and my significant other. Like,
I wouldn't even give her circumstances where that would happen. I would just say, I don't want more kids.
Yeah,
period.
Yeah.
Because that way there is no open interpretation for her to go.
Just shut it down.
Oh, well, so we got married and then we could have more babies. Right. Or if I ditch Julian, you might get with me and then we'll have more babies. No.
Right. Yeah, that was insane. I did not see that storyline coming. Like, I knew she was going to continue trying to get with him. I figured, again, like, they'd both be drunk or something. But I would have never written, she was going to drug him. And
no.
Wow, that was nuts. Yeah.
I was not expecting that at all either. So the big thing from the one big thing from the wedding.
Yeah.
Hayden's back.
Yes.
I think that we should do a recap of her.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Because even though she was only on for a short period of time, she has a big story.
Yeah.
And I could not believe she just went over to Jax. And I was like, what are you doing?
Yes.
I screamed. I was like, what is going on here?
I'm glad that they clarified on Friday. I think that was Friday's episode. I caught up on 3 yesterday, so I'm pretty sure it was Friday.
It was Friday.
Yeah. That he clarified, you need to tell everyone that we are not together. Mm-hmm. Because at first I was like, are you kidding me? What are you doing? This is what the heck?
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm glad that he was like, don't kiss me like that. Don't do this. I'm not being part of your game. We're here for business.
Right. But no Sarah.
But she was referenced again. Yes.
Can we get Sarah back?
Yeah, I feel like they've talked about her too many times.
And why isn't she coming to Liz's stuff?
Right.
Come on.
She has no reason. She has plenty of money.
She has a dead husband and no kids.
Pulling her down.
Why isn't she?
Show up. Come on. Yeah. Yeah. And if Elizabeth would have referenced her, like, oh, she sent me a lovely present or something.
Right.
That would be one thing. But was it Monica? Olivia?
What?
Who was it? Oh, Aunt Sarah's back.
Oh, Cameron.
Cameron said it, but who was it that he was talking
He was saying to Monica. Oh, you know why? Because I had a comment about that.
So it was Monica that was like, oh, Aunt Sarah. And he was like, no, Aunt Hayden. And so that made me think, like, are we bringing her back? Why do we keep talking about her?
Yeah, I said that Monica should not have said that stuff to Cam about how she's worried about the hospital now that Hayden's back. That's not appropriate. No. That's a very adult conversation, and that is not something that he needs to know.
Right.
It has nothing to do with him.
Both of his parents work at the hospital. Let's not have him thinking that it's going to go under.
Unless it has to do with him, his parents,
right,
or his brothers.
Yeah.
He doesn't need to know. And even then, unless it's an imminent danger.
Like, out of character for her. Like, she doesn't usually discuss business like that out in public. Like,
yeah.
I mean, I know it was in their house, but you know what I mean.
But still, I mean, she should not have.
Yeah.
And it's not like she said it in a group setting that Cameron was in.
Right.
To the adults in the room.
Yes.
It was directly on a one-on-one conversation. Should not have been said. So,
right.
Little disappointed in that, guys.
How about Oscar leaving his shares to Shiloh?
First of all, Alexis not even reading over the documents that she's preparing.
Right?
Let's just talk about that for a second.
That was ridiculous. I have no idea who's supposed to be here, blah, blah, blah. Okay, your assistant handled it, but you still, get caught up before you actually go to present.
But not just that. Wouldn't she have done the original write-up?
Yes, yeah.
Right.
Yeah, because he even said, whenever she read that first line, I, Oscar, blah, 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 blah. Sorry that sounds so official. Alexis said it needs to be. So she was obviously the one that had...
I mean, he didn't just seal an envelope and then...
And then she come back
hand it to her.
10 years later, yeah.
So I had... Because, nerdy.
Yes, you are.
I had to look up to see what if a minor child can be a shareholder in a corporation. And pretty much, yeah, especially if it's for family corporation, that's not entirely out of question for a family member to have a stake in the company, even a minor child. I am reading this from smallbusiness.cron.com, and it does state that corporate law does not restrict the ownership to adults, and they can be put in a minor child's name, but they may not have the ability to vote his shares or effectively manage his interests. First of all, why can't we say they instead of I'm not like all the PC and everything, but let's assume that maybe a girl could have some shares in a corporation at 16.
Yeah, right.
Their shares or effectively manage their interests. I am editing this. Potentially causing a problem if the child's interest becomes pivotal in a dispute between adult shareholders. So, yes, technically, it could be an issue. And thank goodness Michael mentioned the stuff about the Kilimanjaro Fund, because
yes,
that was just going to be... I can't believe that he only left a compass to Joss, though. That's
but
sweet,
he already
though.
left her, like, the video and all that kind of stuff. Like,
Yeah.
what more did she want?
That is true.
Him leaving the car to Cameron, I thought was nice, but I also wanted to be like, I know someone has to still have a loan out on that. Can you just hand it over to the next person?
Well, and didn't he already tell him that he could have it? Didn't he tell him that when they were in Niagara Falls or on the way? Like, I thought that he had already told him that
he did, but still.
I guess that's official.
Yeah.
Right.
I mean, if you told me I could have a car, like, in general conversation, that's not the same as handing over the keys.
That's very true.
But I just, as the parent, like, I'm not sure that you can really hand over a brand new car. I might have some other...
Yeah, Drew might have something to say to that.
I mean, I'm sure he doesn't. He has enough money, but, like, real life, it would be like,
right.
Yeah, I can't afford to pay for a car for a kid that's not even mine.
Well, but talk to Liz and Franco, because they're going to have to pay insurance on this, on a sports car.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so there's things going with that. He didn't leave anything to Jason.
No.
I thought the shot glass was really cute to Drew.
Mm-hmm.
That was sweet.
And the picture frame to
Michael.
That was perfect.
And the stuffed animal for Kim.
Yes.
I started crying at that because, you know, the kids have their baby stuff still, and it's, I mean, they might not sleep with it,
right,
but it's still in their room,
yeah.
And I'm just like, I would totally be sleeping with that every single night, you know, just because.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, that was just, it was sad. It was interesting. Just, it was weird.
It was.
You know?
Just felt not too far away from when he died, but it felt like it took us a long time to get here.
Mm-hmm.
And then it wasn't, other than Shiloh getting the stake in ELQ, which you knew everyone was going to be upset about and then try to stop anyway, there wasn't any, like, major reveals, you know?
Right.
It was all nice. I mean, it was nice, but I don't think it added to the storyline much.
No. And it didn't
How about
close anything?
Lucas not opening the envelope with the paternity test? No one's going to open that envelope. Give me a break.
Right. And
Shiloh being like, I'm the dad. You literally have the information in your hand. You wouldn't open it and be like, whoosh, read this, jerk.
Right. Oh, it says no?
Exactly. That was ridiculous.
Yeah, I agree.
And then Sam picks it up and didn't open it and hands it back to Lucas, who doesn't open it. Like, oh, you should burn that. Why would you burn it without reading it?
And then Michael said throw it in the lake. That is littering. That's a $500 fine, Michael.
Yeah. And again, it was done, I know not correctly, but legitimately through the GH Labs for once Brad didn't have it.
I was just thinking that.
So the record's still there. So that's not going to do anything. But how about before we get upset about it, we open it just to make sure it says what we think it says.
I am loving Mac being back in authority.
I told you
I am
so
loving
much better there.
I think that, well, so on Thursday's episode, I'm going to share about Mac's history. And I know that his character changed from when he was police commissioner. You know, I do know that.
Right. But to see it in action.
From where, especially since I did watch the YouTube videos and now he's back in it, I'm like, man, you did become a wimp.
See? Now
But he still has it.
I'm glad he still has it, but now you see why I'm always like,
because he's like telling
Sam,
I'm not deputizing you.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And, I mean, he's definitely the authority's back. So
I love it. I do love Mac when he's being Mac.
Yeah.
But these past 20 years where he's just all wishy-washy.
It hasn't been 20 years.
It feels like it's been 20 years.
On Thursday, you'll know exactly how long it's been.
Thanks. I'll make sure I
listen. You make sure that you listen to the conversation we add.
Sometimes I forget what we say, though.
I know, so do I.
To them, I'm like, oh, that was really good. Oh, why did we say that?
Well, do you know what's funny? So when I edit, I don't actually listen to
all of it. Right?
Yeah, I just, take out the dead air, take out a lot of the
nonsense conversations.
Yes.
There might be a little bit of that.
But I just, for the most part, I don't listen to it.
Right. You know what flowed well and what didn't. So you can cut it up. So yeah.
I'm like, oh yeah, I want to take that out.
Yeah.
And then I just go to find it.
Do you have an idea for a podcast but don't know where to start? Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started. Anchor is such an easy way to record and edit a podcast, and you can do it from either your phone or computer. Best part is you don't have to worry about getting it out there. Anchor distributes to many platforms, so you can be heard on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, and many more. You can start making money right away without having a minimum number of listeners, too. Anchor really is everything that you need to make a podcast all in one place.
I think that Michael did a really good job at talking to Lucas, though, about no matter what that piece of paper says, you are his parents.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter. I think, and here's my guess, is that Michael and Lucas are going to wind up raising Wiley,
shared custody,
Jonah together after he divorces the heck out of Brad.
Yeah.
And that's really what I think is going to happen. I think they might even live in the same house. You know,
Maybe,
I mean, they're cousins. No, Michael's his nephew.
Yeah.
Well,
so weird.
What we were just talking about.
Yeah.
So what we were just talking about before we started recording is crazy family stuff, because I have an aunt that's only 4 years older than me, but she's only 3 days older than her oldest nephew.
And I have a nephew that's 2 weeks older than me. And then a bunch of them that are super close in age to me. So we were talking about how crazy it is, how your family falls. It's not the traditional thought. So yeah, Lucas and Michael, there you go.
I think that's what's going to ultimately happen. Glad that Willow's at it.
Wiley. Yeah.
What name are they going to give it though? Him.
I bet they stick with Wiley because that's what Wiley's grown up knowing. I know he's not that old, but that's
I don't know. He's probably going to have a first birthday in a week or so.
There you go. Well, probably not, because they probably won't celebrate it. Him and James
doesn't have Maxie as a mom.
Corner.
Talk about her in a second. That's the last thing we're talking about. Just so
you're so angry. I knew that you were saving that to last. That's why I didn't say anything. But anyway, yeah, that would be a good storyline for him, Michael and Lucas, to raise Wiley. I think they'll keep it Wiley. But it's going to be sad for Willow to realize that she's not.
Oh.
That's going to be heartbreaking. You're losing your baby 3 times because you had to give it up for adoption, and then going to realize that it actually passed away. He actually passed away, and then giving up the thought of the baby that you thought was yours on top of it. Like, she might need to be in Ferncliff with him.
But I am glad that Willow is out. I'm really glad to see that her mom is going to help the investigation and all of that.
Yeah.
And all of that, you know, that she's cooperating and willing to hand over all that stuff. And what did we say? That Carol's confession or information was not going to be admissible because it looks like hearsay. It looks like it was coercion. I mean, we need to find out how far and ahead. I mean, obviously they did not just tape these episodes on Monday, because that's when but yeah, there's a couple other things that we have guessed that
I'm sure they're listening to us because we're just awesome.
I think so.
Why would you not?
Hi, Mr. Valentini.
Yeah, no, that, and they had to have known that when they recorded it. Like, they're not that dumb. If Jason can pretend to be an attorney, then they should know that looked like coercion or just hearsay or whatever.
Right.
Like, it's not going to stand up in court.
Right. Whatever. So I just don't know what to do with.
But I'm glad for Willow's sake that her mom is done being a jerk.
Yes.
Because she seemed like she really did miss that mom.
Well, and I think that she's going to need her when she finds out that her baby died.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
You know, she's going to need her mom. I think Chase is going to take great care of her, but she's going to need her mom. And she said it feels, but she doesn't know that Shiloh killed her dad yet.
Right.
Oh,
yeah, she's going to need some help.
Yeah. Hang in there. Hang in there, Willow. We got you. Although, seriously, they just swapped them out in the cell. You know what the first thing I thought of was, though? I was like, and she's not bringing her books?
Yeah.
Right? Because I saw her reading, and then I saw, like, the stack of books. I was like, that looks so nice. She's just locked in a room in quiet with a stack of books. That does not sound too bad to me.
There's that meme on Facebook that keeps going around that says, you say mental institution, I say 2-week vacation with good drugs and relaxation. Now Shannon's going to be like, oh, we don't need to be in a mental hospital. We just need to get arrested and sit in a cell for a while.
I just want my own cell and books.
I was glad that Willow thought to tell Michael that Nell was cellmates. So that was good, because I thought at first she wasn't going to say anything because she was like, Nell. And I was like, oh my God, girlfriend, if you don't put this together, I'm going to scream and yell at you. So I'm glad she mentioned that so that he knew to be like, no, listen, Nell's crazy.
Yeah.
And that was a good tip, though, about Nell talks about the baby like she misses him and whatever. So they can start putting that all together.
Do you think Liesl is going to say anything? Because she wound up covering.
She did end up covering, but I feel like she is going to be the one that lets it out, but it's going to be something dumb. Like, she's going to realize they have an envelope and be like, oh, so you opened it and saw that that's not actually your baby. I don't think it's going to be malicious. I don't.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, she even said, and that poor baby's father.
Exactly.
You know, and she does not, I think that she really cares because she also, what was the issue with, she did give Madeline Nathan.
Yes.
But she regretted not having, so I think that she knows from the flip side of what that's like.
Right. Yeah.
So I don't know. What about the psychic with Ava?
I liked her. I know you're against psychics, but I liked her because I felt like she was good with like just giving random readings. The one to Valentine was good. But
use the tweezers.
That was funny. I also liked that whenever Ava like demanded that she bring up Kiki, she was like, it doesn't work that way. I can't just say, hey, come on.
Right.
So that made me happy. Hopefully it gives Ava the peace that she's looking for. Like, I hope they can meet up enough for Kiki to say, hey, it's not your fault. I forgive you. Move on.
Yeah.
Because Ava really needs that.
She does. I mean, I was surprised that she didn't go to the dinner.
Yeah.
You know, but it was kind of cool having her walk around and be like, you're going to have more women than you can handle.
Yes. And that was the first thing I wrote down. And then Hayden showed up. And I was like, oh, well, it's not really important now. But I thought it was going to drag out a little bit more. I didn't realize at first that Hayden was going to show up there.
What's next? Do you want to go into Lulu or Sunny? Let's do Sunny. And then we can do Lulu. And then we can get mad.
Sunny, I don't know. I was not trying to read anything, but I saw little clips of people saying, do you think that Sunny's trying to pull Deb in to the business or what? And I don't. That wasn't the vibe that I was getting. He told him
to go to school.
Does he see the same potential that he did in Stone or something like that?
And Sunny's older now, and he's not.
Exactly.
Especially after his whole, what path would I have taken?
Stone was already going down the wrong path.
Right.
So working for Sunny's organization was actually a step up because he was safe and he was making money and he wasn't doing drugs anymore and all that kind of stuff.
Right.
Dev, from what it seems like, except for stealing stuff, he was not that far into anything bad at home. So why would you bring him here and put him into a bad situation?
And I don't think stealing is ever right, but is
stealing to survive.
But that's exactly it. That was his. Yeah. I don't know. But Brick saying that people don't memorize their license number. I know mine
too. That's so funny. I actually just had this conversation with my sister last week because she got the new...
Oh, the real ID?
I don't think hers is the real ID, but she had to get a new one because her birthday was yesterday, actually. Happy birthday, Val, even though she doesn't listen to this.
Well, she should, because we just said happy birthday to her.
Should.
Happy birthday, Val.
See, I'll tell her. Happy 45th birthday, because we got to rub in the fact that she's older than me. Anyway, so she had to renew her license. She did not do the real ID because she has a passport, so you don't need both. So she just got whatever. But she was showing me it still looks different. The new ones. The new ones look like the real IDs. They just say on them not real IDs, which we were laughing at because then
why would you do that?
It makes it seem like it's not a real ID to present to things. But that's what's printed on it is not real ID. But it is your real ID. It's just not a real ID. Very confusing. So anyway, she did not know her number. And I was like, what? Blah, 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 blah. How do you not know your driver's license number? So. But anyway, yeah, he was wrong, people. I thought the same thing. Yeah, how people know their drivers? What else? Oh, I did agree with the being too specific about where you're from, though, when he was rattling off where he was from. And they were like, no, just say, you just say Pittsburgh if you're talking to people. You don't say exactly where in Pittsburgh we are.
I love that Jason doesn't trust him at all.
Yeah, but that's good.
Right.
That's good.
And Jason's challenging Sunny on it.
Yeah.
And what did he say? Are you now going to talk to me about morale or something, like moral?
I don't know what he said.
He said something. He was like, oh, are you taking the moral ground now or something to that? Did I write it down?
Did you write it down? I don't know.
Oh.
See, there you go.
Sunny asking Jason if he's going to start questioning morality.
Okay.
So,
yeah.
I don't know.
I like when they disagree on things because sometimes it seems like Jason is so much just like the enforcer and goes along.
Right.
And so it's nice whenever he gives his own opinion.
Right.
Kind of like Mac, being a strong person. You can have your own ideas.
Yes. Welcome back, Mac.
So, all right, now on to Lulu.
All right, so that date, Dustin, saying, and no, I'm not just the decoy for my friend to be robbing your place. And I'm like,
Yes. Yeah.
But, okay, so has she never thought about the fact that, like, social media people are going to be tweeting, hey, this chick Lulu's crazy, and she's a writer, and she's having fake dates. Beware.
Right. Even if they don't put it that way, just had the craziest date of my life, showed up thinking it could be Miss Wonderful, and instead it was a reporter trying to find out if I was
Lulu Falconeri. She's married and has 2 kids. She writes for The Invader.
Yeah.
Because she tells them all that.
Exactly.
I did know. I had a thought when he said, I guess I'll go to work. And he was like, yeah, I'm a teacher. I have more than one job. I was like, he's a driver.
Yeah.
He's a driver. And then for him to, and they don't show our last names. When we go to pick someone up, all it says is Shannon.
Yeah.
It does not say my last name. So listen, okay, so I don't know how it is on Uber, to be honest.
True.
But I've taken Ubers. I'm fairly certain.
I would think just for security and...
Lyft does not do that. And again, the kids cannot do ride sharing.
Yeah.
I am still mad about this one. Lulu has not been an angel, Laura.
Oh my God. And Laura is not usually the sugarcoat kind of mom.
No.
I mean, she just had that conversation with Cameron that we talked about. I'm sorry your dad sucked. Meaning, I know
my son
wasn't a good stepdad or whatever. You're really going to turn around now with Lulu and act like, oh, she's never done anything wrong? What are you talking about?
She may have come around. She could have acknowledged that and said, you know what? You have come around and been more accepting.
Yeah.
But she has not been an angel.
Right.
She whined and complained. And then when Laura's like, have you considered your own needs? Help, like the things that she needs help with? I'm like, isn't that why she went to Paris?
Right. Yeah.
Guys.
Nope.
I would have been so on Valentine's side if he had not said picking up the slack.
Exactly.
Why couldn't he just say, I understand you have a lot going on right now.
The whole way that was worded, since Dante is not in the picture again, or something like that was the way he worded that.
Yeah.
He's not in the picture like he left her to be with some floozy.
Right.
He's getting the help that he needs. And no one should be shamed for that. Not Dante, not Lulu. And Charlotte should see that. Like,
yeah.
This is what happens. When you have a problem, you go and get help for it. You don't just let it destroy you. So, yeah, if you
both kids need to see that.
Right. Yeah. But obviously Rocco wasn't going to go anywhere else. But yeah, for Valentine to say it like that, it was like, you were not being helpful. You're just being smug and you're a jerk. Considering how many times have you and Nina broken up? Like, give me a break.
Right. And he's constantly lying to her. So it's not like they have the best.
Yes.
Oh, how do you think new Nina's going to react to Valentine's lies? I love that she called him out on the fact that Curtis was a plant.
Yes, that was so good.
I did like that. That's when I was like, all right, I like you.
Yes.
That's when I liked it. Yep.
Yeah. That was good. And I'm glad that they left her.
I didn't write that down. I'm like, there was something specific that happened. I went, yep, you're good.
And I'm glad that they gave her that specific of a storyline to go with it. Because sometimes they make her, she's either overly dramatic or like wishy-washy. And you're like, no, she's stronger than that. So I'm glad that she was like, what are you talking about? It doesn't take a genius to figure out you planted this. What's going on?
Right. So the big thing.
God, Shannon's so mad. You should see this.
Maxie and Peter
pouring out of her ears right now.
Peter still saying, stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
Right, stop it, but let me accompany you on your bad decision.
I will give him that, though, because at least it'll maybe keep her out of trouble.
But it's not.
No. Do you think that Dante just killed himself?
No, I think he killed that other guy.
That's what a lot of people on social media are saying. I am hoping that he did not complete suicide. But if he did, this is going to, once again,
I hope we're ready for that story.
Totally not. But maybe attempted. And maybe it will really drive home the fact that we need to let people who are ex-military,
any trauma,
intelligence.
Yeah.
But if you are in need of PTSD, significant mental health recovery, you need to be alone and doing it.
Right.
You know, and not alone in doing it.
But
you need
the time.
You cannot be having Maxie showing up and saying your family needs you is not helping the situation.
Right.
Because guess what? If he is sitting there suicidal, he's just going to say, all right, then they're better off without me because I'm being such a bother to them.
Right.
Bam.
Yeah.
So.
No.
Or did you think that maybe he shot Maxie? I thought about that too.
I don't think so. I think
just in the leg.
Yeah, just the way that she was and like the timing. I don't think he shot her. I think he shot the other guy.
Okay.
Just because that would be a typical GH storyline, like with a little bit of a twist. Mm-hmm. Attempting to shoot himself, I don't feel like they're ready to cover attempted suicide. But I don't know. I mean, they've been on all these health concerns lately. Yeah. And they've been kicking butt with like bringing awareness to stuff. I mean, that we've talked about for years, but especially it feels like in these last couple months, they've really been like pushing that line. So maybe, I mean, the summertime would be a good time to do that because you have a lot of the younger people watching and that's a reality they need to start accepting, that get help before it gets that bad. Yep. But that I would be blown away if that's what they were doing.
Yes.
So, but Me too. I can't believe Maxie went. I can't believe she even got as far as she did, in all honesty, for that guy to be. Why hasn't her
dad flipped out on her?
When that guy said, let me go talk to him, I totally didn't think Dante was there. I thought he was just like, let me let's like at the store, let me check with my manager, and you walk away and then you turn around and come back and be like, oh no, sorry, we're out of stock. Right. Or whatever. That kind of thing is what I thought was going to happen. So the fact that he was even there. Yeah. I don't know. Does that mean that Dante's going to be back now? But like, we're going to actually see him.
All right. So he signed a certain number of episodes.
Okay.
Contract. And I don't know how many he's fulfilled already.
Okay.
But it wasn't more than 10.
Oh. Okay.
Right. So it's not not recurring. Now that we know he's not even going to be a recurring. He's definitely not a contract. He's not a recurring. It was like a short term.
Got it.
Yeah. If you listen to his episode on
That's Awesome,
you'll hear it.
All right. So, I will make sure I will do that.
And for those, we're actually still trying to coordinate schedules for us to have.
I mean, they're so busy.
Well, they're on tour this week.
Yeah.
So
they're so busy.
They'll
get to us when they can, and that's totally understandable.
Right. But there has been conversations back and forth of, well, what's your schedule like? What's your schedule like? So this is kind of fun because it's, we are still going to be having a conversation with definitely Bradford, I think Steve too, but not 100% certain.
Right.
So it's still in the works. It's still in negotiations. Emails going back and forth as of this past week.
It makes me so excited.
So although it's been now almost 2 months since we saw them, that's just the way that it is.
Oh, right.
Right. So yeah, that was this was an absolutely crazy week. Was not expecting half
like her podcast today, all over the place with conversations.
So. It's not every week though.
Yeah, that's true. So. But you just complimented us on last week how well we stayed like on topic, and this week hopefully you all enjoyed it. But we were all over the place.
It happens.
This week was just so
we try to stay on storyline and go from one to the other. So I think that we're doing a pretty decent job at that.
Right.
Sometimes we jump back.
Yeah. It's exciting because we don't even know where we're going to go.
No, and we don't talk about it during the week either.
Yes. Yeah, which was hard this week.
It was very hard.
Shannon did text me. Have you been watching? And I'm like, yes, but we're not going to talk about that stuff.
I wasn't trying to, but I was just like, I need to know. Yes. Like, what mood are you in today?
Yeah.
Are you also on the edge of your seat? Like,
oh, it was so good.
Yes, it was very good. So.
I hope next week's is good because it was exciting to like.
I'm scared. I don't know the answer about Dante.
Now I need to know.
I mean, we need to.
I need to know about Dante, and somebody needs to open that darn envelope.
Yes. Yep.
That's where I am for next week.
Yes. We did the reality check at the beginning of the show, so
I guess
we did our reality check already. My son's home from camp for 24 hours. Then tomorrow he goes to the junior ROTC camp.
So excited to hear all about that.
He is sleeping right now because he is just tired.
Oh, I'm sure.
And I was like, dude, you got to rest up. So making him whatever he wants for dinner tonight, and then he goes tomorrow. So
such a good mommy. My kids are at a family reunion. A little bittersweet for me because I'm glad that they're there, but it's the first one that I have not been invited to. And so my mother, I still call her my mother-in-law. I don't know what the right terms is for that, but she was polite and made me the 2 favorite dishes that she makes and takes there. She made special ones for me and sent it home with the kids. So I still get the yummy food. Yeah, she's very nice. She's my
ex's mom still sends him cake.
Oh, okay. See, yeah.
When they have birthdays, I get cake, and I'm like, "Did your grandma make cake?" They're like, "Yes, she did." I'm like,
"Yay!" Yeah, it's nice. It's nice that we still have that relationship. So, I was just expecting like a helping, but she like made me like a tray of this one stuff. So
Aww.
It was super sweet of her. And the kids are going to have a great time and stuff. It's just my ex was always working all the time. So I would take the kids. So I formed bonds with these people.
Right.
So now to not get to go, I'm like, oh, have fun. Tell so-and-so I said hi. Like, it's kind of sad. But I'm glad that they're getting to go.
Right. At least the kids are, it's for the kids. The
bottom line is family. And as long as they're still getting that interaction, that's what matters. But it was a little weird to send them off this year instead of just go. But so hopefully they're having fun with that. But yeah, pretty much that was all. That's all.
Yep. So join us on Thursday as we talk about Mac Scorpio.
And remind you that he was awesome back in the day.
And he's back to being awesome.
So yeah. Have a good week.
And we'll meet you at the pier.
Bye.
Bye.
If you enjoyed today's show, we invite you to go to pier54podcast.com to subscribe on your favorite platform. Don't forget to leave us a review.
And you can also follow us on many social media channels. Just search for Pier 54 Podcast. Also, we are not perfect, so if there is something that we missed or messed up, just let us know by emailing us at pier54podcast@gmail.com.